Alright guys, so today we are showing off a rainbowed MVP 17. Now one thing about this unit, well first off, I am going to be showing off on multiple teams. First off, we are on the Universal Survival Saga team. This is actually the rotation that I wanted, because obviously Topo gives a support type buff, and then also Bodamagetta has Rival Duo, which is MVP 17's only attack link other than Fierce Battle. So this is going to be the best rotation that we get on this team. We're not going to cut right away though. He seals, doesn't he? Alright, if he seals, this could have gotten higher. Yes, he does. Dang, okay. Because he does give a slight attack buff. So that could have been like 2.1 million. But that's still really good, considering, like, also, I'm just forgetting to say everything. We're going to be breaking the MVP 17 down at the end of the video. Obviously, everyone knows what he does, so I figured that was probably a better idea than just wasting everybody's time at the very beginning. But in case you don't know what he does for some reason, feel free to stick around to the end to do that. So next rotation, I'm going to float off Topo, just because I want to see him in like every situation, not like just with Topo. Okay, I am running double hit lead just because I couldn't find Jiren. There's no reason. Both Hit and Jiren both only give 150% to Universal Survival Saga. Hit just gives 170 to Universe 6, which obviously MVP 17 is not on Universe 6, so it doesn't matter which lead you use. And then UI Goku. One thing about this team is like there's only really one support unit on it. Unless there's one that I'm completely forgetting about. I looked at my box for probably about 3 minutes and I was just like, I think Topo is the only support type unit here. So here we are going to float off Topo, and we're actually going to put MVP 17 in the first slot, just see what he gets to here. Here he doesn't have Rival Duo activated, so his attack stat should go down a little bit. He will be probably at like 1.8. Yeah, okay, that's about what I thought. 1.88. That's actually a little higher than I thought it would be at, but that's really good considering how much he helps the whole rotation with the key as well as the defense. I mean, he is just an all-around great unit. MVP 17 is probably like, I don't want to overrate him, but he's probably top 10 Dokkan Fest exclusives. Like non-LR Dokkan Fest exclusives. I would say actually easily he's top 10 non-LR Dokkan Fest exclusives, the more that I'm thinking about it. One of the funny things about him, he is the only unit that I've rainbowed on both my global and my JP. Because my JP only has like 2 rainbow units. It's MVP 17 and then the Universal Spirit Bomb Goku. Those are like the only 2 units that I've rainbowed on JP. I guess we're going to finish this phase off with Jiren, but there is one more stage, which I always forget about. But this time I actually remembered. So I think he's just going to stay around the 1.8, which is actually really good, because like he's higher than Jiren. Although I guess we did have Topo the past few times, so I guess here he'll be around Jiren. He'll be about 1.5, 1.6. And this will be like his not his worst team, because obviously everyone here does have like the tournament power link, so everyone here has great key and stuff. But I mean, as far as his offensive numbers, this is going to be his worst team by far. Just because this is 150%. So let's just see here, he's at 1.39. That is the lowest attack stat you're going to see in this video by far. So if we can get one more rotation, we might, but I don't think we will be able to, now that I'm looking at it, because we have hit this rotation as well as hit next rotation. He also has damage reduction when you're below 77% HP. Like here he doesn't have it, so 84k still isn't the worst in the world. Actually, MVP 17 is hitting about as hard as UI Goku, which is pretty impressive, considering I'm pretty sure UI Goku has like much higher attack than him. Although I guess MVP 17 does have a higher attack buff. I don't know, maybe it's not as surprising as I thought it was, because they're both rainbowed for me. Okay. So yeah, we're definitely going to finish this off next rotation. So I think we're going to cut over to either the Android team or the Siblings Bond. We're probably going to cut over to Siblings Bond, so I'll be back in a second. Alright, here we are on Siblings Bond. He is an extremely good unit for Siblings Bond, because most of the time if you're running Siblings Bond, you definitely are trying to optimize LR Gohan and Goten, just because they don't have like any key links. The only key link they have is Golden Warrior. And MVP 17 is just really clutch, because he gives that 3 key to all allies. So that's really good for them. Although right now, obviously, we're not trying to optimize them. We're trying to optimize MVP 17. But just, he is a unit that I have never not ran on this team. So he's at 1.9 million. Obviously, we do have some support. Here, I think this team will be the highest attack that we see. But we are also going to go to his own team, just at the end. Alright, so we do want to get him with B-Pan's active skill, because his attack buff is at the start of turn, which basically just means B-Pan is going to buff up. I don't know what to say, because I was about to say something that I don't say on YouTube. But B-Pan's going to buff it a lot, basically. Because basically, if you don't know the way it works, B-Pan buffs attack more for units who get their attack at the start of turn, compared to units who like get their attack on super attack. And also, like, the higher that number is, the better buff B-Pan gives. So basically, the best unit for B-Pan to buff would be like the physical 16, the physical LR16. Okay, this kind of sucks. Now I did bring Tapion just because. Okay, what do I do here? Because I brought Tapion to link up 17 with, because 17, like I said before, his only other attack link is Rival Duo. But I would rather have the support from Bardock rather than Rival Duo. And then next time we will have B-Pan's active skill. So that will probably be the highest attack stat we will see in this video. He's at 1.99 here. I can honestly see that going up to like 2.8 with B-Pan's active skill. That's how much of a crazy buff I think she could give. Okay, so this rotation we should have double Gohan. Well, I meant Gobros when I said Gohan, but yeah. The Gobros, as you can see, like, even though they give themselves so much ki from their leader skill, it's still not very difficult. Well, and they build up ki, it's not very difficult to dodge supers. Like, with the one in the first slot, they had already gotten 2 chances to build up their ki with a support unit on rotation, as well as the 8 ki from their leader skill, and I was still able to dodge a super. That says something about their ki links. That was just something that I noticed. Okay, and I did purposely hop into the LR Super Vegito Dokkan event, just so that the Gobros wouldn't, like, steamroll it. Because they do have type disadvantage on all of the stages, whereas MVP 17 has type advantage on all the stages. Okay. So here, B-Pan's active skill is happening. I don't know why, but it always bothers me when someone like Truth will like get all of the orbs with like the first 2 units and then activate B-Pan's active skill. Because I'm like, no, he's gonna forget, even though I know he's not. It's like, most of the time Truth would activate the active skill right now, and I don't know why, but that just bothers me. Okay, so we got B-Pan's active skill here, as well as the support from Bardock. What are we going to see from MVP 17? 2.65 million damage. Now, do keep in mind, he lowers attack and defense on super. He gives all allies 3 ki and 60% defense. He has damage reduction if your HP ever happens to get low. MVP 17 is just, I'm even going to say, the best all-around unit in the game. Obviously, I'm not calling him the best unit in the game. That's not what I'm saying, but he's the best at everything. Like, if you just put it all together, like, he has good attack, he has good defense, he lowers attack and defense, he's kind of a support type unit. He's just insane. The only thing he doesn't do is heal. That's the only thing that he does not do. And, like, the thing is, like, the new androids, the LR ones, they came out, and they were, like, they give 4 ki and 150 to androids, but I still like running physical MVP 17 as the friend lead. Like, even compared to those androids, just because of the extra ki he gives. Like, obviously, you know what I just said makes no sense. I take it back. But I do like the extra 20% attack. Because I was going to say, like, MVP 17 gives 3 ki and the other androids give 2. But then I realized, wait, but they give an extra ki on their leader skill. I'm just dumb. Don't worry about me. I guess I really didn't bring Tapion here for any reason. Originally he was here to link up with, but I wanted to get the support. Okay, so here we are just going to get him. Next time we're going to get him with only links and no support, I'm pretty sure. Unless if I forgot who I floated off. And actually, I'm pretty sure we're going to finish this off, so I don't think we're going to get that rotation at all. I didn't realize how fast we were going through this event, even though I wasn't trying to. Alright, 1.99 here. So we got him like 2.65. That's probably going to be the highest we see. But we are going to cut over to his own Android team. Yeah, we're definitely... There's no way that we can stop the Gobros from finishing this here. And if they don't, we're going to finish it next rotation, so... We are just going to go over to the Android team right now. Alright, we are back. We are on his own category team, as you can see here. Both mine and the friends are rainbowed, so it doesn't really matter which one we try and like show off here. I did bring 16, just because he does have Rival Duo. So this rotation, he will have like all of his attack links active, as well as a good amount of support. I'm not that worried about 16 finishing it off, just because he doesn't hit super hard. Like, he's going to take nothing from this, but he doesn't hit super hard. Oh, he dodged, okay. Actually, he's at 1 million here. Okay. He's hitting surprisingly hard. I guess he does have some links active as well as some support, so I'm not that surprised. Alright, 2.1 here from MVP 17, just turn 1. Okay. One thing about the Android team is, like, it does have a good amount of support. Like, especially with the new LR that just came out, who are by far the best support units on this category. I just don't have them. Like, this team just got a lot better with them, is basically what I'm saying. Because they already had so many good support units. Like, this 18 right here, the STR one, is an extremely good support type unit. And I feel like no one knew about it until the Extreme Z Arena thing came out. And then everyone hated it, so I feel like they kind of hold it against her for some reason, but I don't know. Alright, he's saying double digits now. How much is he going to take from this? Because he doesn't have any damage reduction. Alright, 113,000. That's not great. Alright, so 2 million here from this one. I didn't check his splits, but it doesn't really matter. Because we're just kind of looking at the attack stat here. Alright, he did get a crit, though. My 21 is only... I think my 21 has one dupe, but I also have a dupe that's just sitting in my box because I don't have any STR orbs. Because I did rainbow a lot of STR units recently, just to try and get through the new SBR stages. And then we can do that. So here he should probably be at about the same number, because he gives 30%, doesn't he? Yeah, he gives 30%, and then isn't that what she gave? Yeah, so this should actually be the exact same attack stat. I would say let's get a rotation without a support type unit, but that's just not realistic on this team that I built. But next rotation, well, next time we get this rotation, I should say, we are going to get a better look at him, just because we will be getting the STR. Oh, you tried. We will be getting the STR 18 on this rotation, who is a slightly better support type unit than the Cell and the 21. Okay, nice, you did 100 damage. This isn't the final stage yet, but still, we're way too late in this event for you to be doing 100 damage. And, okay, yep, we crit, so we're done. Here, I'm going to be very, very careful and try... Oh, we got the transformation with 21? I never get the transformation with 21, okay. I'm not going to be like Truth and get really excited when she licks her lips. See, there's no way for me to not get a super, but I am going to not... I'm going to not get Fierce Battle with 17 or 21, just to try and limit the attack as much as I can. If we still finish at this rotation, I'll be kind of upset. I'll probably just hop on to the Infinite Dragon Ball History event, because I do want to get this last rotation, and then we're going to break down our boy MVP 17. And then we're probably going to call this video. But he is definitely, like, super good. Like, I might even say top 5 non-LR Dokkan Fest exclusives. Like, still. Because he came out, like, a year ago at this point. Alright, we're not going to finish this here unless if we get, like, double supers. Alright, just stop right there. Okay, nice. Thank you. Okay, so next rotation, we should be looking really good. And then I can just put him up in the front slot, because this Rose doesn't seal or stun or anything, so we should be fine by just doing this. 16 would actually take less, but I'm afraid of him, like, double super critting, because I do have a dupe in him, right? I have 2 dupes in him, so yeah, he could double super crit, which I just don't want to have happen. So I'm just going to put him up in the front slot. So this will be the best attack we've seen on this team, but I do think Siblings Bond is where we saw his best attack overall. So taking double digits, I wouldn't mind seeing him take a super. Alright, 2.26 million is the highest we got him on his own team, which is fine. You probably could get him a little higher if you had, like, double supports. Okay, well, that was that. I mean, you could also definitely get him higher if you had the LR androids on your team. LR androids are a pretty decent linking partner, as well as they give 2 keen 40% to androids, which is just nuts. So here we are just going to start to break him down. He is extremely good. So obviously leader skill, he gives androids category 3 key, HP attack and defense 170%. He only gives defense 130. I misspoke there. But he gives super physical 3 key and all stats 90%. That time he does give all stats. And then on super attack, he does immense, and he lowers attack and defense, which is extremely good. He works very well with Elargo Frieza. He was, like, really talked about back when they were, the best unit in the game. But now that they've almost been knocked out of the top 10 at this point, I feel like this guy's kind of almost gone with them for some reason. Well, not for some reason. Obviously, I know why, but I kind of disagree with it. So his passive, he does everything. He gets attack 120% when performing a super attack. So he actually... I'm dumb. I thought he got that at the start of turn. He gets that on super attack. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. And then he gives all allies 3 key and defense plus 60%. And he reduces damage by 40% when your HP is 77% or below. Which is pretty good. And then his links, he has Android Assault, Twin Terrors, Infinite Energy, Rival Duo, Shocking Speed, Tournament of Power, and Fierce Battle. So his links are pretty decent, but it doesn't really matter for a unit like him who gives 3 key to the whole rotation, you know? He kind of makes up for any links that he like might have or might not have, you know? The only bad thing about him, I would say, is he's only on 4 category teams, but on every single one of these category teams, I use him a lot. So it's not like I would ever regret rainbowing him. It's just, I wish that maybe he was on a few more category teams. He's on Universal Survival Saga, Androids, Representatives of Universe 7, and Siblings Bond. So we showed him on 75% of his category teams. Now, obviously, the one with the biggest stat buffs is Representatives of Universe 7. I don't have Go Frieza, so we couldn't do that here today. But anyways, that was MVP 17. He's extremely good, but if you guys did enjoy this video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, subscribing to the channel. My name has been Blah, and I will see you guys next time.